at the end of days. The first sign shall appear in the heavens. Justice shall fall upon the world of men. The armies of light and shadow will clash across the fields of eternity. Are you all right, my girl?
It was nothing, Uncle. Just a bad dream. We should be getting you home.
But there's still work to be done. If these translations are correct, the powers of hell could already be on the move. The world must be told of the coming darkness. You do believe me, don't you, Leah? It has begun.
Leave it, Uncle! It's not important!
Hello everybody! Welcome! My name is DJ Neeks, and I would like to welcome you to my playthrough of what I like to personally, affectionately call one of the heads of Blizzard's, an amazing, phenomenal video game company, King Ghidorah. Which, if you're not a Godzilla fan, first off, why? Second off, King Ghidorah is a giant three-headed golden dragon. So it's a giant three-headed monster. Because when you think of Blizzard, you think of three particular franchises: Warcraft, Starcraft, and this franchise, Diablo. How do I describe this game? You could pretty much say that it's like a dungeon looter, I guess. There's a lot of exploring dungeons, but there's a lot of crazy amounts of great loot and equipment to find, different tiers of it, like Legendary. Recently they came out with a patch that included things like Ancient, which makes them like really powerful. And when it comes to Blizzard games, as like with both Warcraft and Starcraft, Diablo has a lot of great lore and backstory. And you know me, I love games that have great stories and great backstory and great amounts of lore to delve into and learn about, with great interesting characters. And it's just really, really great. This franchise really nails it. And this game, the third one, maybe one of the more controversial of the three entries. Diablo 2 has been renowned as a great game. I've never actually personally played it yet, even though I actually do have it, but I haven't actually played it. Partly because I haven't really found the motivation to sit down and play it. Plus, it's a little aged at this point, and I'm not really sure if it totally holds up today. But also, I do know about the story, though. So I've learned about the story from Diablo 2 and what happens. So I got myself caught up for the story when I played this game, and I really enjoyed the story of this game and also the characters. Plus, this is also a game that has a very controversial and history when it launched. When it launched, this game was had one of the most botched and terrible launches of all time in video game history, because this is a game that you can actually play with up to 3 other people that are playing the game as well. But the problem was the servers weren't doing really well when it launched, and people just constantly kept being unable to actually log into the game and play it. It was a very bad launch, and needless to say, this game has had a lot of work done on it since then. Blizzard's done a lot of work. They've put in a lot of patches. They also added a whole new expansion to it, which they made for this game, this edition, which I'm going to be doing the playthrough of, which is the Ultimate Evil Edition on PS4, which includes the Reaper of Souls expansion, which delves into a story involving a character that I guess you could say is the Angel of Death and other things. But yeah, this is a really fun game with a story that I really enjoy, with a lot of really great characters as well. The thing also about this game is it's kind of meant to be difficult, because there are quite a few. I've actually already messed with those, but if you see here in game settings, there's a whole nother mode there to do after you do. There are 5 acts to this story, but there's a lot of difficulty settings for this. You've got normal, which is the easiest, but look at this. They give you incentive to play on harder difficulties. If you go on hard, 75 extra gold and extra experience, 150 for expert. You can only get master once you get past Act 4, and you can only unlock torment once you get to level 60, and then there are extra levels of torment. Torment 2, torment 3, torment 4, torment 5, torment 6! Oh my gosh! I mean, it's like, I would say those are meant to be played with other people. But for me, I've already beaten this game I first played this game on the PC, and I will say that, let me go back here for a second, because there are multiple classes for you to choose from. So let's say, for example, if you want to create a hero, you have multiple choices. You have the wizard, you have the witch doctor, you have the monk, you have the demon hunter, you have the crusader, which was a class made or added to this game when they made the expansion, and the barbarian, which is a classic class for this franchise. Now, when I first played this game on the PC, I played the Demon Hunter, and the reason for that was because each of these classes, and I really like this, each class has their own backstory, and thus, whatever class you choose is pretty much their own character, and they have different reactions to things, they have different motivations depending on what their backstory is. And for me, the Demon Hunter I thought was like the one that I really liked the most. It was a very tragic backstory with, things like his family was slaughtered by demons, he lost his sister to a tragic accident soon after she went crazy from what happened. And then the survivors found him and they became hunters and they turned him into a human weapon. And it was like, that was his only drive and cause in life. For this playthrough though, and as you can see, I already have another character on here I've been messing around with, a wizard, to see what that's like. A lot of people really like that class, it's really fun. But for this, I'm going to be playing the Crusader. I figure, look, it's the latest and newest class to be added to this game. It's a melee class, one-handed weapons and a shield. I'm pretty good with warriors, so to speak. So I figured let's try out the Crusader, but also, not just that, but I actually enjoy the backstory of the Crusader as well. And I think once we start, it will show a cinematic here showing you what the Crusader's backstory is. And if you didn't see there, I named him Nix-Hur, like Ben-Hur. If you've never seen that classic movie, you gotta see it. It's great. He's like a classic warrior. Nix-Hur. I thought about Nix-Sid, like El Cid, but I thought, nah, Nix-Hur sounds better. So, anyway, this is gonna be a private game. I'm not gonna be doing this with other players. I even got my network settings. I could invite friends, but nah. I'm just gonna do this by myself as a private game, because sometimes when you play a public game with other people, they just want to skip the story. I'm not like that. You guys know I love games that have great stories. I love that you can also customize your banner, as you can see there on the right. That's my current banner with wolves and a dragon. So I think it looks awesome. So without further ado, enough of me talk. I just spent maybe 5 minutes talking. So anyway, let's delve into Diablo 3. If it doesn't play... Oh. Okay, hold on. I thought I was going to play the cinematic. Let me go back to the main menu. And let me show you the cinematic about this character's backstory. Act 1 for the male Crusader. Voiced by Gideon Emery, a fantastic voice actor I really like.
At 12, I swore the oath, leaving home and family. At 16, I saw my master die. I took up his shield and his name, and on that day, I became a Crusader. Armored by faith, driven by duty, bound to kill the enemies of Zakarum. Sworn to live as a Crusader and to die as one. Now, corruption returns to the hearts of men. I see it in the eyes of the mad. Hear it in the howling of the damned. A falling star in the west leads me to the town of New Tristram. The crusade calls me, and so I go.
I like that. I like that backstory. That he took an oath. He saw his master die when he was only 16. And he's driven by the cause. And to be a great crusader. Plus, if you don't recognize that voice, that is the voice of Gideon Emery, who voiced Fenris in Dragon Age 2. And say what you want about Dragon Age 2, but Fenris was one of my favorite characters in that game. I thought that... partly because his voice was awesome. And so Gideon Emery is one of my favorite voice actors in video games. So I really enjoy playing it. I would really enjoy being able to play a character with the voice of Gideon Emery. I haven't experienced the whole story as the Crusader, so I'm really looking forward to doing this as the Crusader. So let's do this. So there was the backstory. So here we go.
The falling star is close, but there is death here too.
Huh. So... this is going to be a little different for, compared to how you play on the PC. You've got these kinds of different abilities here. That's the menu, the pause menu. If you can do inventory management, which I will get to in a bit. There's also a bunch of skills you can unlock. It's really cool. You can be able to level up as high as level 70. But then there's something here called Paragon, which you can get after you reach the max level of level 70. You just keep doing more stuff and keep leveling up, and you'll be able to get extra points and other things like vitality, strength, armor, life, all these different things. It's an amazing level up system, which is a lot of fun to do with friends. So yeah, let's keep going to New Tristram. It's a zombie! That might be a little loud. I'm wondering if it's a bit loud for you guys, the game sound. I might turn down just a teensy bit. There we go. Alright. So I have another different attack. I can either attack with X or R2. And I also have potions for L1. You can see on the bottom left there's my health. There's my experience bar. There's my other different buttons to use. Ooh, that did a lot of damage. Woo! Those are health orbs. Alright. Oh, I guess I should also take a moment to mention that, and this maybe go without saying here with a game like this, that this is a mature game. There's going to be a lot of bloody, gory violence. There's blood all over in the back screen there, if you can see it right there. So, yeah, if you're put off by violence, this may not be the game for you, because there's a ton of it. There may also be some, an occasional bad language. So, there's also other things as well. We're gonna learn about the big story here. We're basically, one of the main plots in Diablo is a big war between angels and demons, between the kingdoms of hell and the high heavens, and we'll learn a lot more about that as we play through the game, because they do provide a lot of backstory, including stuff on the previous games, if you didn't play those. So we're going to learn a lot more about that. But yeah, that was my my viewer discretion advice based on the mature rating and what's in this game. But not really any sexual stuff, really. So Look at that, I got a hardened senses buff by doing that attack. Captain Rumford.
Greetings. I am a Crusader of the Zakarum faith, and I saw a star falling on this town.
It fell on the old cathedral.
Oh,
There was
hi,
only
Cullen.
one survivor, Leah. You should speak with her.
So we've got 2 voice actors from Dragon
They're
Age.
coming. We can't open the gates until we drive them
That's the
back.
voice actor for Cullen from Dragon Age. Oh my gosh,
They keep coming.
ooh, nice. I reached level 2 already. Oh my gosh, that's my other new attack. Shield Bash. Boom!
My wrath is low.
Takes up Wrath though.
I've never seen anyone fight like that before. Open the
Massacre!
gates. You'll find Leah at the slaughtered calf
Experience
inn.
bonus. Yeah, that's awesome when you can just rack up a bunch of kills and get experience bonuses and level up faster. And I can already tell with the playing on hard. I considered playing on master, but I thought, nah, not when I've got just basic gear. If I get more powerful gear, maybe I'll go up to expert, but I don't know. I mean, it depends if I start to die or so, then I'll be like, nah, I think I'll stick with hard. So, but yeah, I leveled up, so I got a new ability, Shield Bash, which I got. So, and as we level up, you see when I reach certain levels, other skills and will become available. It's pretty awesome. Okay, haven't gotten any new gear though. Burning the bodies.
Burn those corpses before they rise again.
The dead have been a bane on our existence since that cursed fire fell.
Huh.
We have to burn them, just to make sure they don't rise from the grave.
Huh.
I came here to study the fall of old Tristram. This is closer to the town's history than I want to be.
Seems like there's a lot of history in this town.
Zakarum has fallen to disgrace. What faith can save us now? It is the end of the world. Can't you see that?
Huh.
Zakarum will be restored, friend.
Huh. I like that. That was specific for my class.
As the shepherd watches over his flock, so shall I care for those who seek to protect us.
Huh. Oh, a merchant.
I worked my hands to the bone to bring you these fine goods.
I don't have anything to sell yet. Let's see. Ooh. I can either get a sword or an axe. Ooh. It costs 1,000. I've got 31,000 gold? How did I get that much gold? I don't recall. Wait, that's what I start off with? Wow. So I can be able to just like start off by getting some interesting gear. Well, let me hold off on that a second. Oh, that's right. Here is a very cool thing. You see these rings? These are legendary rings. Why do I have these in this chest here? Basically because if I synced up this PS4 version of the game with my Blizzard account, it then would transfer these. So I got these by syncing this to my Blizzard account. Let's get this one. I can only equip one of those rings, so I may as well just put that in my inventory and take that with me. So now, let's go to my inventory and equip that. So now I've got extra damage, extra vitality. I gain life per hit to freeze on hits. Very nice. A legendary ring. Level 1. Already got a legendary item. Alright, let's get healed up again.
Death may be upon us all soon.
Alright, let's take a look around this town.
I'd protect him, and now he's dead.
So like here I can always go back and change my banner, because you'll be able to unlock different things for your banner. The more you do, the more challenges you complete. Oh, that little blue asterisk over his head, that means a conversation is available. Hadrig.
Nothing ever seems to change in New Tristram, does it?
What do you mean?
There's always some threat of the risen dead or foul evil descending on the town, isn't there?
Huh. That's a shame. So yeah, this is the blacksmith. You can be able to craft different things like weapons, whatever suits your class, different armor pieces. A lot of things are apparently locked off to me because I require to level up. I can salvage different items to get different kind of crafting materials. I can repair stuff. And I can train him up. I can pay gold to have him be able to train him up. so he can be able to learn new recipes to craft other and more powerful items. So there's a lot of really cool stuff to do in this. This is a teleporter, you know, to be able to go to waypoints and fast travel.
Don't you dare lift a finger to help our mayor fix his wagon. My brother died defending this town, while that bloated coward tried to run away.
What a jerk! You tried to run away, Mayor?
Please move your cart.
How dare you speak to me like that? I am the mayor of this town.
Does it look like I care?
Lord Mayor, please move your cart.
Are you mad? This town is doomed. Anyone with a grain of sense should be trying to get out. Will you help me or not?
No!
Fleeing will not save your life, and certainly not your town.
Oh yeah, mailbox. Here you can get, I guess, mail from either other players or from Blizzard, depending on what it is. Neck the Brawler.
Some heroes are fighting each other in an area near here. Wanna go?
Not right now.
Oh, and you didn't hear about it from me.
Okay. Consequences.
Afraid of damaging your armor or weapons? That won't happen over there. In fact, no one even dies. Disappointing, really.
So that's basically if you want to go to an area and just practice fighting or whatever. That's all that is. The Slaughtered Calf Inn. A History of New Tristram? Ah, lore books.
For many years, villagers were too afraid to settle near the ruins of the cursed town Tristram. But as time went by, adventurers arrived to loot the old cathedral, and their business was profitable enough that new Tristram sprang up to accommodate them. Fewer travelers visit now, though, and the town is mostly populated by craftsmen and farmers.
That was the voice of probably the most beloved character in this entire franchise, Deckard Cain. The guy who, whenever there's new lore to be heard or found, usually his voice is the one that comes up. And plus, who doesn't like to have someone with an old man voice like his be able to tell you about history and lore and other enemies and other things in this franchise? That was my Deckard Cain. He is just awesome. And he has a great voice. Families.
Tristram used to be such a wonderful place to live. My family has been here since the town grew out of the ruins of old Tristram. But now, it's horrible. The loved ones we've buried and grieved over now threaten our lives.
Huh. Oh, also I forgot to show you one of the things you can do in this game that you can't do in the PC version. Look at this. Roll. Woo! That's awesome. Everyone loves this addition to the PS4 version.
Have you come to help us? The other adventurers who came through here didn't look so deadly.
Huh.
I don't care what anyone says. That thing that fell from the sky was no rock. A rock doesn't cause the dead to leave their graves.
Well, hold on a second. Before I go talk to Leah, let me see if there's anything I really want to get here from this merchant, since I have apparently a lot of gold for some of these items, which apparently are really cheap. Ooh, so there's different tiers. If you notice, one's colored gray, one's colored blue. If it's gray, it's just common, but if it's blue, it's a special type, maybe a magic type of item. If it's yellow, it usually says it's rare. You know, it's got extra buffs here. If it's orange, like my ring, then that means it's legendary. So, let's see. Ooh. Good shield. Different things I can get here. I can get pants. Life per second. Gold health pickup increased by a yard. Huh. Actually, this one is actually a little better, actually. Huh. You see, definitely the axe is definitely better. Alright. Let me get that. Get that. Let's see, which of these is better? Life per second. 4 armor. Experience per kill, so I get extra experience. Reduces cooldown of all skills. Pickup increase. Reduces all resource cost by 4. Attack speed, life per hit. Ooh, either of these are really good. I actually really like the life per second and the extra experience. So I'll get that. I get that because I don't have anything equipped. Wait, did I already buy that? Hold on a second. Whoops, whoops. There we go. Whoops. I keep exiting out of that. Oh, so if I don't have anything equipped, he just automatically equips it. Okay. So he automatically equipped those things. Okay. So now I can just sell some of those things I didn't want back to him. There we go. And then I got my bag here for carrying things like treasure, items, gems, crafting, things like that. Kind of surprised to start off with that much gold. I did not expect that. Oh well. Alright, now that I've gotten some items, here is Leah. Another merchant, the barkeep.
Welcome to the slaughtered caffeine. Bring me whatever treasures you have no use for.
So he sells health potions.
Save up for your casket.
Leah's room, Leah's book.
We've been under siege for 6 days now. Uncle Deckard is still missing. Captain Rumford and the others are losing hope. I tell them not to lose faith, but if help doesn't arrive soon...
Huh. You okay, Leah?
Are you Leah? They tell me you survived the falling star.
I did, but it blasted my uncle Deckard Cain into the depths of the old cathedral.
Uh-oh.
I tried to search for him, but the dead were already rising. I came back here to rally the militia, but... Watch out! The wounded are turning!
Oh, boy.
This is killing business.
Man, they didn't stand a chance against me.
The dead will overwhelm us all, unless something is done.
Something like putting the dead back to sleep? I can do that.
Huh.
Thank you. You should speak with Captain Rumford at the gate. He can tell you what to do.
Okay. So we'll go back to the main gate area. Hey, Captain.
I've come to help. How do we stop these risen dead?
I admire your courage, but Captain Dalton and the militia were slaughtered by those things. Only I survived.
Have faith, Captain. Have faith.
Well, I have seen you fight. Strike at the wretched mothers and their queen. They're the ones vomiting out these horrors.
They're attacking the barricades!
Uh-oh.
That's one of the wretched mothers. There are more of them in the ruins down the road.
Man, that shield bash was so good. Hold on a second. Did I just pick up a dagger that's actually better? Well, it's got better damage, but, Huh. This little dagger. Oh, yeah, it's, I guess it's better. Whoops. Yeah, I guess so. I cannot salvage it. Well, I guess I'll just sell it right back to him. It's like, hey, thanks for the axe I just bought from you, but I don't need it anymore. Take it back. Anything else to sell? No. Okay. Oh, hold on, hold on. Apparently there's a new conversation available. Oh, from Leah. Hi, Leah.
For a long time, Uncle Deckard avoided coming back to this place. There were a lot of ghosts here for him. This is where Diablo drove old King Leoric mad and terrorized the people. I don't know what really happened here, but whatever it was horrible. Nearly everyone who survived went mad.
Huh. Crusaders.
I've never heard of the Crusaders.
We serve the Zakarum faith. We're from the east and only recently came to these lands. Some of us did, at least.
Well, I hope you're not planning to convert these people by the sword.
I'm not here to convert anyone. My crusade is to find a way to cleanse the corruption that infests my faith. When that evil is destroyed, the Zakarum will be restored, and people can choose to believe in it or not, as they please.
Nice. Very nice. Very nice answer. No other conversations? No? Okay, so when we come back, we will be making our way to the old ruins, trying to kill the wretched queen. Stay tuned!